Hey everybody, we're here at UC Health Stadium where today the Freedom looked to avoid the three-game sweep at the hands of the Schaumburg Boomers. Aaron, last night, doubleheader sweep for the Freedom after they just couldn't put it all together against the Boomers, and there were a couple of factors leading to that. Pitchers laboring pretty hard, several runners left stranded. In fact, a couple of times the Freedom left the bases loaded. They're going to need to put it all together tonight to avoid being swept for the first time this season.
Yeah, you want to avoid letting them bust the brooms out today at all costs. I thought yesterday was such a strange game, really, from so many perspectives, both of them, really. You looked up in that first game, Gunnar Kynes was dealing, but yet you felt like both pitchers on both sides, Vaca and Kynes, had to make a lot of stressful pitches, a lot of guys on base, and it wasn't really reflective of what you saw on the scoreboard with zeros and low hit totals. But the pitchers were laboring a bunch yesterday, and it came down really to making plays defensively, and the Freedom made one more mistake than Schaumburg did, and that really ended up playing out in both games. So we still think the Florence Freedom, when they play their game and don't allow anything easy or extra, they're going to be very tough to beat, and I think we still think that going into today.
Absolutely, and a couple of one-run battles last night, and this is somewhat what we expected from these two teams coming into this series. The best in the West going up against one of the top teams in the East, and as we just said, it was kind of a pitch-for-pitch battle for most of the night. What can the Freedom improve on, do you think, in order to avoid the series sweep today?
I really thought there was a lot to be proud of yesterday from Florence's perspective. It really was just those errors late that allowed another run to score, and we lost a couple of one-run games. But really, the approach at the plate has been spectacular. We've seen them be really disciplined. They've been waiting, picking out their one pitch, and we saw a lot of strong contact. If anything, the one thing that sticks out the most from an offensive perspective is cashing in with guys on base. Let the bases loaded too many times, weren't cashing in enough insurance runs early, put up a 2-spot in game 2 yesterday early, and then kind of slowed down and never got the offense back clicking again. So the pitchers are doing a great job. Marty Anderson, I thought that was a tough luck no decision yesterday, because he actually, though having to battle through some adversity and missing the strike zone every now and again, he still, you look up, put up zeros across the board. So there's a lot to be proud of. It's minimizing the mistakes defensively, and I guess cashing in a couple more runners would never hurt from an offensive perspective either.
Some other things to be proud of: Jose Brizuela with the solo home run in the 7th inning of Game 2 last night, and also Jordan Brower with a 2-hit night in Game 2 after he went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts in the first game to end his hitting streak at 10. So plenty of encouraging signs. The Freedom did not get rolled over. Let's be completely clear. They were not overmatched in last night's doubleheader, but they're going to look to Cody Gray to try and get it done here in the series finale.
That's a great place to look. Cody Gray, even in his most shaky outing of the season by far in his last start, found a way to get the win. So we need to get that kind of bat going yesterday or today, because yesterday it was kind of similar. It's weird. This time through the rotation, it seems like the baseball gods have had a different set of circumstances for these pitchers. Everything was going a little bit too easy early in the season, and now this time through the rotation, they're all kind of having to battle through some command issues. We saw that with Cody Gray a little bit in his last start, but he was able to put it away, be a bulldog, and get the win. They need that today, because this Schaumburg team comes in and sweeps. It just leaves the bitter taste in your mouth. It does not give you a fair portrayal of how I believe the Florence Freedom stack up with the best teams in the East. The Freedom beat themselves a couple of times yesterday. If they play clean today, I think there's no problem avoiding the sweep.
And it's going to be a fun matchup tonight. First pitch here at UC Health Stadium is scheduled for 7:05 p.m., and you can listen live online at florencefreedom.com. For Aaron Brody, I'm Spencer Smith, and we'll talk to you again later tonight.